Okay, today I am going to talk about working remotely as a software engineer. I have been working as a software engineer remotely for the last 3 months now, and I really like the experience. I will not go back to a 9 to 5 company if that will be possible for me in the next 10 years at least. And there are lots of advantages and disadvantages working remotely as a software engineer, and I am going to elaborate on these advantages and disadvantages. One best thing about working remotely is I can get to work anywhere I want. So if the weather was nice, which is currently not, let me show you the weather that's in Scotland. And here we go. It's raining and it is very windy, and it is just not a nice time to be outside. So that was my back garden, and this is currently my home office, if you can say that. It started as a shed for storage and carpentry work. I'm doing carpentry work as a hobby, and I'm storing my bicycles here, as you can see. And I converted it to a home office, full insulation, and I installed a heating system. So it is currently functioning as a full home office, which is a nice thing to have because I have 3 kids at home. I just cannot work with 3 kids when they are screaming around the house. And the main reason I went to a 9 to 5 job is because of my first children was born. And when my boy turned to 1, he started to walk and go around the house and find me everywhere, and just couldn't stay alone, and couldn't work alone without somebody interacting with me, and that is not a good thing if you are a creative worker. So when you go to remote working, it is very important to have one particular skill that you are very good at. For me that was Magento, the e-commerce engine, and it is also very important to choose your skill wisely. That is very easy to sell as a remote worker. For example, if you want to learn a different language that is used in finance, that you will not be able to go to remote work because these big companies doing finance will not allow that. They will need you to be on site all the time, which is not a good thing. So choice of language and framework and choice of skill is very important. And basically you need to be very good at it when you want to go and work remotely. You cannot work remotely when you are a junior developer, in my opinion, because you will miss out on learning. When you are becoming a remote developer, then you will save lots of money on food, on travel, and on insurance as well, because your car will not be driven as much as when you are commuting to work. And you can also work from anywhere in the world. So if the weather is nice, then you can go out and find a good spot for 4G and just work from there until your battery lasts in your laptop. What I found after a few months that I'm more productive remotely because nobody is around me. Nobody is making any noise. It is very important for me. I think I have a little issue with noise when I am trying to concentrate on work. What you need to realize is that your only connection to your company or your client is the internet. If you turn off your Slack, you will look like you are not working. So it's very important before you do that you need to tell the others that you are going to concentrate on one issue and you need to go offline. So it is very important, if you are a remote developer, that you communicate very often, and it is very important to reply immediately. So when a question is coming, then you don't first look into the question or the solution, you need to reply in a few seconds that yes, I am looking into it. So they are not going to look for somebody else to look into the issue. Yes, I'm going to check this in a minute, and communication and the speed of communication is really important, because if you don't do that, then they think you are doing something else. And for a software engineer, it's very hard to prove that you are working on something, because sometimes 3 lines of code takes 4 hours to write, you know. And if that is happening, then you log 3 hours on your Jira issue, and it's very easy to think that you didn't work. You went to a very long lunch and just committed 3 lines of code. And also, if you are looking for a remote job, you will find it is really competitive. So literally you will compete with 1,000 applications, and you need to have very good marketing skills for yourself, otherwise you will not be noticed. So that is also very important, that basically you need to sell a product. That product is yourself. So tomorrow I am going to share a day of my life as a software engineer working remotely with you. And if you want to notified about new videos from me, then first hit the thumbs up button, and after that please hit the subscribe button in the bottom. Thank you for watching.